Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about contemporary solo in the competition. In this particular case, Jocelyn Kramer, who is RDBC student, she choreographed 2 contemporary solo for herself, a part of the contribution for her to win the Grand Prix in Pittsburgh Regional. Although it is her choreography, but as her teacher, I'm coming in from another point of view, helping her to develop, to enrich her creative vocabulary, and from my point of view, and insert some of my suggestions just to make that much more impactful and compelling. So wonderful opportunity, and let's just take a look all working process today.
Yes, and continue on from there. This part.
So the interesting part about contemporary ballet is in the way that actually offer dancers more opportunity if we do it correctly. So in this particular case, this step has 2 options. One is just to show her technique and very square. The other is a bit of freedom, which is I can put the hips out and to make it more interesting. But either way has to be intentional, and that to me it's very important to do one way or the other, to be very clear, to make your intention very clear. So this is what I try to get through her.
So you have to make a choice. We want to see your full intention. Either is, which is fine. If the hips go out, it's fine, like this, beautiful. Or you do it like a lilac fairy.
Which is, as you can see, I did not want to see a lilac fairy in this particular case. And what I don't want the people to see, I want to prevent people to see suddenly a lilac fairy type of Runqiao. So I'm bringing this subject to her very gently to see if there's any possibility that organically she can give me something more interesting.
Nice.
Well, she chose to be, of course, choose to be a more of a exaggerated and hips out, but intentional, not as a mistake.
Now your shoulder and your face has to show us that intention. Don't let me see a lilac fairy. Don't let me see it.
So, I should have just tell her very beginning, I don't want to see lilac fairy, but I want her to get to that moment herself. It is her choreography. I wanted her to arrive there on her own.
That's what I saw.
She got it. Beautiful.
That's it. Yes, and right. So after the turn, 1, 2, show me a finish.
So here it is. I didn't like the turn. I love the turn. She's a beautiful technician. I like the turn, but I didn't like the arm. So let's take a look what my suggestion and what she can come up with.
Da, 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 da. Yes, that's right.
So I love the ending of it.
Just not to let me see something. Yes, something. Thank you very much. Yes.
So here I brought out the arm because when I see this variation and I suddenly see a ballet arm, a turn come out of technique class. So this is something I want to not just drastically change for her. I want her to come up something that organic for her, because it's very important that this thing has to be in her body. My just suggestion.
To be so classical. Yes, because I don't want to see a ballet step. I don't want to see a ballet class step. So you do this, and you like something like this. Something
Just a suggestion.
just not
Organically
let me
in my
see
body.
something. Yes, something. Thank you very much. Yes, that's it. So don't let those opportunities go by. Don't show people just the regular all day long turns. Show people something different and connect to something else.
So I said opportunity. There's a word I use here. I said opportunity because to me, there is no opportunity in classical variation to show this kind of nuances, to show this kind of intervention, to show this kind of innovation, actually, what ballet's the legs, because she's doing only long turn. She's step only long turn. That's nothing contemporary about it. But her upper body, her head, her shoulder, her arm, it can tell a very different story. This is what I love about contemporary ballet, because the placement, the alignment still is a ballet technique. And just because the solid and the beautiful technique allowed her to have this beautiful freedom of her upper body. So let's see what she got out of this little suggestion. She ran with it.
Beautiful. That's it. Understand? That's how you do it. Hold on a second. One, you go. 1, 2. Look at my left arm. 1, 2. Left arm out. Because left arm was here. Get the left arm out at the end of the turn. Yes. Because your left arm's in during the turn, which is great. And
So this is also another classic collaboration, because sometimes choreographers don't know what's next. But with a effective dancer, actually, they are feeding the creativity of the choreographer. Although in this case, she is the choreographer, but her body is producing a language that allow me to give her even more suggestions, because I see she's not seeing it. She's doing it. So from my point of view, I might see something she's not feeling it at the moment. So about the left arm, I saw a perfect opportunity there. That's why I suggest left arm. And I think that will connect that turn really well for her.
That's going to be effective. Then you are only on turn the third position.
So it's a bigger picture.
That arm. Yes, that's it. Then toward the end, you have 3 pique and arabesque toward up there. Show me what that looks like. Can this turn come around?
Here I talked about, because from my point of view, because she's in it, she don't see what I'm seeing. So from my point of view, I saw a turn could have a better shape when it comes around for the audience to watch. So this is something that I want her to come around a little bit, and let's see if it's make a little better or not. So it is. I want her to come around a little bit more. Little bit more. You see the differences. She's a little by little.
Can this turn come around?
So here we go.
Come around. When you face the audience, make sure this is the end of the turn. Don't peek too soon. Then you come down. When you face the audience, legs down. That's it. So make sure it's a gradual. The leg is coming up, and the peak is when I see you, right there.
Yes.
This is it.
That's better.
Actually, it's easier for you.
Now I see
It's
something
easier
else
for you
because,
after the attitude.
because then from physicality point of view, if she peaks up, if the peak of the turn is that late, and there will be a bit of energy, momentum coming down. So her choreography is go to 6th position. So I actually want her go to 4th position to allow some of the excess energy to go somewhere. And this is also something that I think as a teacher, it's better for us to point it out, because my point of view.
Da. I prefer.
Here is a step. Jocelyn, she's a very strong dancer. She's very flexible, and she has a very good control of her elevation. So in this particular case, she's using her own arm to bring the leg up. I think she can do better. I think she can do better. That's why I want to give her a part on the track. So let's let her to discover what can be a better alternative than she's using her own arm to bring her leg up, which is she can totally do it by herself without the aid of the arm. Although that's an artistic choice she made, but I'm not sure. I think maybe another alternative can serve her even better.
Leg, Jocelyn, you don't need this. You don't need to use your arm.
My point.
You don't get the leg up yourself. You don't need this. And yes, that was beautiful.
So that was already better. That was already better because I feel there's more life to it, to this movement. And but we're talking about the word unravel. So one layer at a time. After one layer, you see something more clear, and it puts your mind to somewhere else. Let's see how this step can develop from here.
Is this a front leg or side? Front side. Yes, it's sort of like cheat a little bit. It's like a contemporary look. And let's figure out where you're gonna put your arm. I think you should go like this. It's like this arm. This arm to the side, right arm to the side, left arm up, and the leg in the front. And you can look front. You can look front like this. Bring your arm back. That was beautiful. Okay, I got another idea for you. I got another idea.
So because you introduced me that, right away I see there's opportunity for something else. And of course, Mr. William Forsythe basically told us all those opportunities, and his choreography is like a step to our mind, and because the movement, it works with dancers, ballet dancer physicality so well. So also Mr. Balanchine, that's it, contemporary ballet and the pioneer of those wonderful creators to allow our body, because everything I talked about here, it was in my body. Why? I didn't have an education for it. It's experience of dancing those ballets, so left those muscle memory in my body. So now I'm trying to give some of my experience to the student. So because that second version, I saw something else.
Here's the thing. If you're gonna pick the foot up, I prefer be more impressive if you pick up with your left leg. That's much more impressive than the right arm. Or don't do the leg at all. So it will be like this. You look like you're picking up, but you're not.
Yes. That's better option.
That's beautiful. That's 10 times more impactful. So it will look like you're picking the foot up, but without touching it. See, like this. Pow! And then can you do the very end? Do more like this. Yes. And then get the hip out. Go up first, and then get the hip out. And that. Jocelyn, you have to do this every single time. Like that.
So that was my conclusion. You have to do that every time. It's like you see something, or you taste something really like a great ice cream, so it's like there's no question this is a very delicious food. I mean, there's no question about it. Dance the same way. When we see something beautiful and full, there is a moment of satisfaction. You look at that movement itself. If I see this movement on stage, I will be like, that was wonderful, because my body actually felt her physical experience. So we, perhaps as audience members, we wanted to feel how she feels, especially for dancers. If she go to the competition, who are the judges? Former dancers. They were all dancers. So for a dancer to see a movement like this, they can actually feel their body in her body. That's impactful. That's why I say it was impactful, because it was impactful for my own body.
You come up like a little ball, and I expand. Yes. And I expand. You curl in. Yes. And you expand. Beautiful. Now.
That's it. That was really remarkable alternatives. We can see the transformation from 1, 2, 3, 4. Finally, the fourth version is a really beautiful option for us. Here is the ending part that I wanted to fix. I wanted to give her some ideas. Very beautiful job. Beautiful line.
No, we have to hold on a second. So the three of them, the first one's great. The second one cannot be a first arabesque because the nature of the choreography, you cannot bring us back to reality.
So here's the, I talk about cannot bring back us to reality, which means the whole entire time she brought us, hopefully, she brought us to another world, right? With the music, with her emotion, with her physicality, brought us to another world. What bring us back is something identifiable to a reality. So between the classical ballet and contemporary ballet is the reality part, is the classical ballet part. So when we see something so elusive, so free, suddenly come back to a position like a first arabesque, and that sort of snap us out of the dreamy world, that part we needed to avoid.
Take us to another world, a dreamy world. So any identifiable classical ballet position without any type of packaging will bring us back to reality, which we don't want to. So if the first one is here, my recommendation is the first one is here, second one you need something else. Yes, something else other than a PK first arabesque. Second one needs to be this. And yes, right, because we need to see a bit of a vulnerability here.
So the word I choose to be vulnerability for her to understand is anything impactful. We wanted to see a dancer literally on the verge. I don't want to say on the verge of collapsing, but they hang on by the string. They are taking so much chances. They putting themselves in this verge of falling. And that's a beautiful place to be, but she's not falling. She has full control of it. So in this case, the vulnerability part I'm talking about is you have to get our empathy. We have to feel, I don't want to say feel bad for her, but we wanted to have feelings for her. So having a arabesque, to first one to be up, second one to be low, that's a sign of showing she's willing to show her vulnerability, her weakness to us. Oftentimes, those feelings is very effective.
For the end, we need to see you really on the verge of something. Because first arabesque is represent an ultimate control. We don't want that. We want to see you on the verge of something. Da. Yes. Da. 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 Da.
Well,
the 31, show me 31. What's 31 like?
31 needs to have some kind of breakout. That's what I'm looking for. It's like I'm having this, having that. It's like a writing. First paragraph, second paragraph, third paragraph has to bring home. You gotta tell the story that needs a big conclusion. So we're at this moment right now at the ballet.
So think. I'll give you assignment. Think about. So
it's her choreography. I want her to have something of her own. I want her to have, I don't want to teach to students, especially in a situation like this, do this, don't do that. Even I'll give her suggestion. As a teacher, I want to, as you can see, I want to explain to her the whys, the how, and the reasons. She needs to be convinced in the heart, okay, in her head. She needs convinced. She needs to be convinced that she needs to be trust and believe what I said. Then her body will show this kind of confidence and show this kind of convincing in her physicality, which is so important in neoclassical, in contemporary ballet, just because you have to believe it. Just like when I'm saying something. If I don't believe it, you don't want to hear it. She has to believe what she's doing every step of the way.
Anything but the pique arabesque. So show me the first one. First one's arm back. That. Second one, curl forward. Yes. Third one, it has to be like this. Third one has to be right left.
So she's very pretty, you can see. She's very pretty, but maybe I have a different physicality at this moment, but what I'm looking for, I'm telling her what I'm looking for as an audience member or as a jury member. I'm looking for something powerful, something abandonment, some risk. That's what I feel like I'm looking for at this particular moment. As a teacher, I needed to tell her that.
Look up. Look up. It's like I search. It's like I'm in the water. I want to come out. Like that. It needs it's on the verge of something. That. Yes, that's it. That's right. That's right.
So she's on her path. She's listening to me. She's believing me, and she is. That's why. That's a good student, because she's trusting the teacher. She's not questioning it. She just do what I'm asking her for her to do, and then her body will tell her how it's supposed to feel.
And while the legs keep a perfect integrity in, you know what I mean, like legs. But your upper body, your arms, your emotions carry through from your arms, your head, your shoulder. Legs. Da, and your ultimate search. Da. Yes, beautiful. So you went right, left, and you come down, your right arm went up.
So what I'm telling her right now, I'm telling her what she did. Because sometimes dancers do something spontaneous. They do something so spontaneous, they don't even know what they did. So their body did something without their mind analyzing that, which is really, really great, a way of working with a choreographer. But I'm not a choreographer. I want to tell her what she did so she can do it again.
That's what you did. I want you to do that again. I don't want you to do random, different every time. It has to be right, left, right again as you come down. So we have to feel the pain ourselves. And beautiful at the same time. Go.
We have to feel the pain or something, but it has to be beautiful. You know, the incredibly hard job as a dancer, you have to invoke something painful in a beautiful way. So I'm sorry, that's what training's for. That's why we're here. That's why we're doing this right now. So here we are, just a little glimpse of our working process. And as you can see, it's actually a lot of fun. It's her creativity, but I'm inserting some of my own ideas with her, and just wonderful opportunity, really, YGP creating for young choreographers. We never know, Jocelyn might later on become a wonderful female choreographer, but it's all credit to YGP as an organization, focusing on fostering and nurturing young choreographers and giving them opportunity to test it out and to see what happens. So I always love that aspect about students entering their own choreography and having, of course, it needs to have a teacher support, and but what a wonderful aspect of this competition. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.